Hello and welcome to the channel. I am here for a CD collection video for the bands As I Lay Dying, Killswitch Engage, All That Remains, Demon Hunter, August Burns Red, and Trivium. Now the reason I'm going to be doing a collection video for all of these bands is because, well, they obviously all fall under the same subgenre, which is metalcore. Although I've heard debates on whether or not Trivium is a metalcore band, but I think anyone can pretty much agree that they do deserve a place on this collection list or whatever. And a lot of their stuff is metalcore, so I figured that I would throw them on the list, of course. Now, if you guys are wondering, yes, this is a re-upload or a redone video. Thanks to one of you guys out there that actually corrected me, because I was actually missing some stuff that I did have in my collection, so I figured that I would redo this thing. I don't know what was going on with me during the first take, but yeah, I'm here just gonna redo it. So yeah, here we go. We're gonna of course begin with As I Lay Dying, and we'll of course begin with Frail Words Collapse, Shadows Are Security, An Ocean Between Us, which is probably my favorite As I Lay Dying album, but that's really difficult to decide. The Powerless Rise, Dakez, Awakened, Shaped by Fire, their newest album. Okay, so that is it for As I Lay Dying. Let me put this over here. Let's go ahead and move on to Killswitch Engage. First up we got Alive or Just Breathing, The End of Heartache, As Daylight Dies, the self-titled album, Disarm the Descent, Incarnate, and finally their latest album, Atonement. So yeah, that is it for Killswitch Engage. Let's go ahead and move on to All That Remains. Behind Silence and Solitude, This Darkened Heart, The Fall of Ideals, which is probably my favorite All That Remains album. Great stuff there. Overcome, A War You Cannot Win, The Order of Things, Victim of the New Disease, their latest album, which I think is their best album in years. So that is it for All That Remains. Let's go ahead and move on to Demon Hunter, who I think is a very underrated band. First up we got the debut album, Summer of Darkness, The Triptych, which is definitely one of their best, Storm the Gates, which I think is another one of their best, 45 Days Documentary, The World is a Thorn, which is probably my least favorite Demon Hunter album, but it's got some good stuff on it, True Defiance, Extremist, Outlive, War, and finally, Peace. So I did want to show you real quickly. I have the deluxe box set to Outlive. I pre-ordered it a few years ago, and it's definitely worth owning. Yeah, it's definitely some cool stuff here. So that is it for Demon Hunter. Let me go ahead and put all this over here aside. Let's go ahead and move on to August Burns Red. Now, I do have every August Burns Red album, but some of them have gone missing due to like house renovations and stuff. So a lot of my August Burns Red CDs are missing. I believe I have about most of them here though. So yeah, this is all the ones that I do have like with me right now. So let's go ahead and start with August Burns Red, and we'll begin with Messengers, which is definitely one of their best albums. Leveler. Rescue and Restore. This is a Foreign and Familiar edition. Found in Faraway Places. This is a special edition that comes with some bonus tracks. And finally, Phantom Anthem, which is another one of their best albums, I think. Alright, so that's it for August Burns Red. Let's go ahead and move on to the final band, which is Trivium. So first up, we of course got Ember to Inferno, Ascendancy, The Crusade, Shogun, which is probably my favorite Trivium album, definitely one of their best, In Waves, Vengeance Falls, Silence in the Snow, and finally, The Sin and the Sentence, which I think is another one of their best. So that is it for Trivium, and that is it for the CD collection for all these metalcore bands. So let me know what you guys think of my collection for all these bands. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day, and take care.